is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
What's up, everybody? Episode 169. We did it.
Hola.
Oh, yeah, baby. And it's loaded for bear.
You know what's really funny?
What?
I just bought Saga is back.
Oh, yeah?
The comic that
Yeah?
I love. Fiona Staples. Brian came on.
We're going to review that someday.
Yep. Well, it's back from their hiatus, so it's been issues, and I have both collections and issues, but lately I've been doing issues, and I got 69.
You got issues, man.
Issue 69, and the cover is two people laying together. Not technically in a 69 sexual position, but they're, head to...
69ing emotionally.
Well, they're laying like, the one's head is next to the other's foot.
So like headsies, toesies.
Yeah. But they're naked. And I was like, when I bought it, I was like, a little on the nose, right? I mean, what are we teaching our kids? Before we go on, I mean, if you're not, if you don't know, I'm very liberal.
Yeah,
really.
How could anybody?
I think it's nice that I can
show?
Flip the pages every once in a while and just see a big old male dick in that.
That's the freedom
comic book.
That is the freedom we fought
freedom
for.
of religion.
Every day in the U.S.
Every day in the USA. Did you watch the Olympics?
All right. So we got a lot to talk about. A couple things. Yeah. So and I'll go into detail here in a minute, but we have to do a segment that we really don't have time to do, but we're going to do it anyway because we've been putting it off for weeks.
What segment don't we have time for? This thing?
Good. Hey.
What's it taste like?
I love the scatting.
I'm a big Mel Torme fan.
Is it salty or sweet? What
well,
do you got
today we got...
What's in my mouth, everybody?
I bought What's in my mouth, everybody? What you say? I'm sorry. I already swore, right? Probably.
You already talked about a big old dick, I think. On a page.
That's where it belongs.
I can't appreciate art unless I see a dick in it.
No, I mean, I don't need it like in front of me. On the page is fine. Right? I mean, so
how close-minded of you?
About 2 weeks ago, I bought these Oreo Coca-Cola with popping candy flavored Oreos. Coca-Cola with popping candy flavored Oreos.
I was confused.
Now, you've seen the Coke cans. It's Coke Zero, by the way.
That's the Oreo.
And they're small, and they're Oreo. I have not had those.
That's what I thought you were talking about. And you kept saying the cookie.
You think I need to drink more soda?
Oh. Damn it.
I don't like that one anyway. Oh, that one's good.
Yeah, because it's you.
Here.
Give me it. So, we're looking at the Oreo here. That's supposed to be Coca-Cola flavored. One part of it...
popping candy, so...
It's one part of the cookie is red with the bottles of the Coke. And the other side is the Oreo black.
Right. I want to say this. Your wife said she had one of these, and she said when she smelled it, it smelled like the bottle caps.
Yeah,
like
it
the cola ones.
Yeah.
It smells like Coke.
What?
Get that up there and do it again.
What?
Are you ready?
Mr. Allen, put your hands up, please.
Mr. Allen, put your hands up, please, because you got a bunch of Coke up your sleeves. What? And some amphetamines.
What?
And some heroin.
What?
A couple keys of butter.
What?
It's not declared.
Was it a college? You're doing right into the mic. I like it. I think it's tasty.
I'll say this. It tastes more like a candy cane.
A
Cookie?
candy cane?
Candy cane cookie. It doesn't taste like Coke. This is not the flavor that I had in my mouth when I did nummies.
What?
Wait, so you say...
I could write a book about what you don't know.
About cocaine consumption. Sometimes you can smoke it.
I gotta say, I'm a fan. I gotta go with
I'll eat your ass.
straight up.
You're going to advertise to me that a fucking cookie tastes like motherfucking Coca-Cola. You better come correct. All right? And you didn't. So I'm going to give it, but I didn't hate it. So I'm going to give it a boo fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Oreo, and fuck you, Coca-Cola. Sorry.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Are you hear it?
Try some
Oh, yeah.
bullshit. You gonna try some bullshit like...
It's not bad. I dig it. See? You gotta let it sit in your mouth a little bit.
Well,
What?
there you go on that one. Perfectly timed. Good job being
No,
on
but
the
you know what I
soundboard.
mean? Now that it's kind of... now that the flavor is kind of... Well, after I swallowed it, I think it...
Nothing you say from now on is gonna make, like, it's not gonna not sound sexual at this point, I don't think. But keep going. Keep trying to describe
No,
it.
I'm out. That's... when you heard the bass
When
line...
it first hit my tongue...
I'm just saying, does it not taste... Now you're taking a drink of Coca-Cola, and you compare right now and say, did that Oreo that you just ate taste like that Coca-Cola?
No, it ruined the Coke.
What?
It was like somebody put way too much baby laxative into the cocaine and cut it wrong. You know, I'm not high right now. I just need to poop. No, I'm just kidding. No, but again, if you're gonna tell me that, if you're gonna tell me, I read somewhere that that's what they cut cocaine with sometimes is baby laxative and I can't remember some other white powder.
Sloppy.
You're fucking ain't lying.
All right, we're going to move on.
No, but the Oreo cookies, if you're going to tell me you're Coca-Cola flavored and then I eat the cookie and then I take a drink of soda of Coca-Cola and it's like, well, that kind of washes that down. Your cookie doesn't taste like fucking Coca-Cola. Wow. So
It's game over, man. It's game over.
That's what Tyler said.
let's go next. What's up? We got a lot to talk about.
The world is changing.
The world is changing. It's rolling around in space.
That's what I don't even know how to. Okay, so we have a couple reviews because I did a Friday double feature.
Good job, by the way.
So we have a couple reviews to do. Yes, because I wanted to catch up and do
You
some.
pick which one we should do
reviews.
first.
But we have a couple news stories I wanted to touch on.
Okay.
And we're not going to spend a ton of time on these, but I do want to talk about them. One specifically
Excuse me.
with two news stories that I wanted to talk about.
Because we're soy boys.
So, wow.
Well, you know.
So, last year, during the strikes in Hollywood, the writer's strike, the actor strike, probably at the forefront of it was AI and workers' rights when it comes to their likeness and how AI is implemented.
And whether or
and
not their
if
work
AI
is used to make an AI
Well,
writer.
yes, if they're using their scripts to give an AI prompts and shit like that. Yeah. So there's a lot that went into the talk about AI. And one of the people that criticized AI was James Cameron.
Oh, are you talking about the fuckstick who thinks his fucking intellect is greater than everybody else's? Talking about that dickhead? The guy who made...
Man, you couldn't even think of the Netflix movies that happened in my head. Some people call them dreams, but I
call them movies. Oh, yeah? You know what? Hey, you
also,
sound
why
like,
does... I know what James Cameron sounds like.
He sounds like, what's his fucking name? Eric July with his fucking cards, right? He's like, oh, well, look, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear about your dreams. I want to see a movie. Like, I don't want to see this comic book that's just kind of fly by night and you have no structure and shit. And that's what you're talking about with your dreams.
Just last year, James Cameron had, tweeted about that, about AI, and said, I tried to warn you guys about it in 1984, and here it is. And then we jump to 2024, and he joins an AI board of directors. So it says in a tweet, this was...
Did he join it to help curb its use?
September 24th.
Okay.
It was announced today, our CEO, this is Stability AI tweeting about this, announced that legendary filmmaker, technology innovator, and visual effects pioneer James Cameron has joined the
he is all those things.
Stability AI board of directors. In our mission to transform our visual media... I'm trying to get it to load. My internet is getting throttled.
Maybe you should use AI.
Yeah, fuck that. No, the point, you know what? Fuck this. I don't care. Point is, he is a lying piece of shit, is what I'm going to say.
How much money can I make?
Because he tries to spin it, and he's always like, I've always been on the forefront of like CG and things like that and technology and films.
Models.
And he has. I am not denying the man's credentials. He's made some amazing movies. He's done amazing technology and pushed the genre forward in different ways. Sure. But at what point does he not understand the irony of saying that, like, I wrote this epic 2-movie saga about how AI is evil and the AI's how bad it is. I'll even joke about it when AI becomes more prevalent, and then I join a board of directors. Again,
unless you're joining it to like curb its use and make sure it's properly used and not used like against other people and shit, good for you. But if you're doing it just because you wanted money and they were like, we'll give you like $1 billion, because AI companies right now have money fucking coming out their asses. They don't know what to do with their money. It's like the internet boom, like of the aughts and stuff. Unfortunately, it's here to stay.
The only time
there's going to be a bubble burst, but it's not going to be as dramatic.
The only time I want innovations in artificial intelligence is in my video games. If it makes my video games better, sure. In a sense of, I'm talking about the actual NPC's artificial intelligence. I'm not talking about any of the art incorporated with rendering and all that shit. I'm saying in programming, in the sense of the intelligence of your computer that you're up against.
The other day on the news, I saw.
But my point. But the thing is, he is joining this. Again, it just can. I've always had like an unjustifiable. It's like you with fucking Rob Liefeld. I don't know why I just dislike James Cameron, and it's crazy. Him. It's crazy because he's made some of my favorite movies.
The Abyss is at still this point underrated.
Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 are still amazing movies. Okay? Aliens is still fucking amazing. I'm not saying... Yeah. True Lies is fucking great.
True Lies is a fucking... You know what?
But he got... Hey, no.
All of this really
by the way...
dated fucking stuff aside is a great movie. What?
That's a fucking problem I have too, because forever you could never get you couldn't get True Lies on like physical media for a long time. So it finally comes out on 4K, and it's it got AI assisted on its fucking remakes, its remaster, whatever. And James Cameron was pushing for this AI assisted remaster, like AI is helping with digitally, and it makes them not look as good, to be quite honest with you. And it pissed me off, and it already started there. So fuck James Cameron. I'm sorry.
I watched the
look
streaming somewhere like about a year ago.
Tyler,
it was fine.
I'll be the first to tell you.
Yeah, tell me
that I don't know nearly enough about AI to be an expert in any way. But I will tell you this: if AI is a proponent of art in any way, and you are the same, I will staunchly be against it.
Yes,
because artificial intelligence cannot create art. I don't know how many times we have to say that on this show, because we've said it quite a bit. So thanks, James Cameron, for being a part of a corporate fucking sellout that you are to an AI company to tear down an art form that you think you're the fucking champion of. This self-appointed. This is why I fucking hate our tours, dude. This is what I hate about it. Because when somebody gets a certain status, rightfully earned or not, you got that too with fucking Coppola and that dog shit heap of Megalopolis. I'll go off on that. Fuck that. But the point is this. Sometimes the director gets to a certain level, rightfully so. You got people like Scorsese and Tarantino and Cameron, and, you know, as the list goes on, guys that make some really good, solid movies. I'm never taking that away from them. Yeah. I'll never be able to make the art that they've made.
Yeah.
But to in any way be tied to AI, fuck yourself. Please.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. I did a
sorry, I got more tilted about that than I expected.
Well, see, I have to be careful because, like, I'm in this community where we do, you know, collabs and stuff, and there's times where most of the time I know who I'm working with and stuff, but I did do one thing with somebody, and then they made a video that was completely, like, AI made. And my first reaction was like, mother, you know, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then my second reaction was, well, I didn't really ask about it, So, there's no problem with this person. In fact, they're still one of my favorites, and I'm not. I reposted the video. It's whatever. But I'm trying really hard to make it clear that, like, if you're using AI to assist your art, first of all, I don't know how to do that. So if you're doing it, maybe you're younger and you're more up on computers and stuff. But I'm not doing it, so I don't think you really need to. However, if I'm making a drum beat and I use, like, something, isn't that AI? Like, if I use something to make sure that it's on time, isn't that a form of AI?
Yeah,
right?
and no, and I'm not saying like I'm.
Where's the line?
Yes,
I'm saying
yes.
In defense.
I know
of
what you're
other,
saying, right? And I
let me finish.
Yeah.
In defense of other people, I'm saying, like, where's the line drawn, right? So who am I to say that? But again, if it's used to assist and enhance, I'm still against it, but I'm less like, fuck you. If you are using it just to make art and you've never made art before, then go fuck yourself.
And you think you're oh, God help me.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, you got like fucking Shadversity, that idiot.
What?
He's one of the he's a British version of the Chudsphere, the Chudverse. He's the guy who we've talked about on the show before, but he does shit with weapons and whatnot. But he does a lot of AI art, and he claims he's an artist and says that. And it's like, you are not an artist because you put in a prompt.
Yeah,
you're not an artist.
You've never picked up a brush.
The only time I've ever used AI, I have used AI in a sense of, like, I can understand its applications like ChatGPT, where, like, it can help you brainstorm ideas to write it yourself. I can understand, right? There's certain levels, like, I don't have a problem using AI for certain things, and honestly, I don't take back what I said. Fuck James Cameron anyway.
Yeah.
But I never liked him anyway. But my other thing is, if that's what he's doing, okay, I can understand that a little bit more. But if it's in any way, like you said, enhancing or assisting the art, fuck off. But
no, I'm saying, like, if you are not an artist and you use AI to make art,
sure. Then
fuck you.
Yeah, but I understand using AI tools in some sense, so I get that level. But yeah, if you're using it if we're seeing AI being fully incorporated in any way in the movie, go fuck off. Like,
don't give me the argument that everybody's doing it, because I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not helping AI learn how to fucking make songs.
Why would you?
Fuck that noise.
Why would you take the most human thing and try and take humans out of it?
There was actually a really big issue about this with Spotify and DistroKid.
Excuse me.
Bandcamp. I believe DistroKid uses my music to help AI learn, which is in my contract. Like, there's nothing I can really do about that. But there was some issue because Bandcamp changed their terms of service, and there was some wording that people were really worried about. And they came out and said basically, like, hey, this is what that means. It means we cannot use your... And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I want to get all of my shit off of everywhere and just have it on my own website.
Yeah.
Fuck Spotify. Yeah. Fuck
all
Apple
of them.
Music. Fuck them.
all of them.
They don't give me any fucking
and I know
money.
That.
Fuck you guys.
And I say that.
I don't get any fucking money from YouTube for all the fucking times people play my music on YouTube, and I know it's a lot, you fuckers.
God dang it! I'm sorry.
Fucking dicks.
And you know what else?
Fucking dicks. We spent a lot of time on this stupid thing. No,
it's important. I haven't talked about this in a while. I've
been going off too. I'm just saying it's funny.
I think it's important.
We got so much to talk about.
No, I know, but I think it's important that we stand up and talk about this shit.
Oh yeah,
because
fuck AI. Fuck AI.
I will never stop saying that. And I will never stop fighting for that. Because I will never ever let fucking machines take over the most human creation in the most unique thing about our species. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Hey, guess what happens when totally logical machines start to understand how humans work? We are really, really like wacky and dumb, and illogical logical machines will look at us and go, "Well, the best thing for them is to just be gone."
And then you know what they'll do? We'll say,
Kill me!
No, we didn't mean to say that, but somebody will be saying,
Oh my God.
"Sure, that's a good one."
and
But
then we'll say,
Kill me!
no. No, we were just the guy that we're talking about, James Cameron. It's from one of his movies. It's from one of his movies, Aliens.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man.
Isn't there a game?
Game over, man. It's game over.
I already used it.
I don't care. We use it 4 times in a row. It's our fucking show, man.
Oh.
So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific.
Yep. Where's the one where the little songs at the end? Yeah, where's that one? It's over on the left. Yeah. Yeah, the right. Sorry.
All right.
Left,
So.
you're right. So yeah, fuck AI.
And you know what else?
Overtime. Buckman, Turner, overdrive.
Yo, can't work.
Dude, we are kicking ass today. Vikings are 4-0. Buccaneers are 3-1. What's up? That was the.
You missed a high five. I didn't need to say that.
No, we didn't.
Nobody
we
saw
totally
it.
did. You fucking douche. Everybody knows that we're fucking nerds.
Hey.
We're totally
Hey.
fucking nerds. What?
Kurt Warner had a movie, and who started that movie? Zachary Levi, and that's who we're talking about today. From football to Zachary Levi.
Listen, before we move on, there's a lot of Kurt Warner, okay? And no, just hang on. I live in Iowa, and he went to UNI, I believe, right? University of Northern Iowa, the Panthers.
No, he went to me and you.
He went to UNI, and then he went.
University of Northern Iowa. Yes.
Then he tried to go to the NFL, and that didn't work out. So he went to the Arena League, playing for the Iowa Barnstormers. While he was, and I think he was bagging groceries like a year before he was playing in the NFL. And Trent Green got hurt, and he steps up for the St. Louis Rams.
They had a movie made about him.
Right. Now, it's a really cool story. He's a Hall of Famer. He's got, look, when it comes down to it, I don't have a problem with Kurt Warner because he's not out there going like, hey, Jesus. I mean, he is, but not in my face.
Hey, Jesus, catch. And he throws a fucking football.
He's very religious, okay? And he's one of those guys who's like, without God, without my faith in God, I wouldn't be, I wouldn't have gone from bagging groceries to being an NFL star. No, you went because you made the most of your opportunity when you got it, and you never stopped believing. Now, if you want to chalk that up to some random dude in the sky, fucking great. But I had no problem with that. But big problem was when they turned it into a goddamn Christian movie, dude. Who played his wife?
I don't know. The point is, Zachary Levi, after failure,
but honestly, it was like, hey, that was a good pick for him to be playing that role because he can be athletic and shit. I never saw the movie, but I would have liked to.
I don't know. I haven't seen it either.
But as an Iowan,
I have no opinion of it. But
I know because you're a Nebraskan, bro.
Can I fucking finish?
No.
Can I finish? Okay. So Zachary Levi is. Look, I want to be very clear.
Look,
I don't want to just be throwing.
I think he sucks.
Hey, I don't want to throw around the G word, and by that I mean grifter.
Wow.
So I don't want to call him a grifter here, but I will say he is on his way to completing the failed actor to conservative pipeline.
Kevin Sorbo, Dean Cain, Rob Schneider.
Hey, now you could say, Jake, how can you say that? How can you say that? Because I could say this.
Is it only a matter of
Zachary
time?
Levi has made more money than I will ever probably make in my life. But I will say this. He's also proven he is consistent at being a failure.
Wow.
Because Shazam 2 failed horribly. Shitty because I liked that movie. He was actually really good in that movie.
That was like the best movie of that year for DC, wasn't it?
He's very good in that movie.
Yeah, I'm still not going to watch it again.
Now?
Well, I wouldn't have anyway. It was like,
Michigan.
Shut up, Zach. I'll talk to you.
shut up, Michigan.
So,
Wow, I mean...
so anyway, that was a failure.
I just told a whole state.
Do you know he did the Purple Crayon movie?
I know.
That was a failure.
I don't want to fucking see that because it has nothing to do with the fucking book.
It's a failure.
Yeah.
Shazam 1 didn't really make a lot of money. It was kind of surprising it did get a sequel. I was happy it did because I like those movies. But
I like the first one.
financially, not successful.
To be honest, though, the whole like model of the Shazam movies is not really sustainable. Because
yeah, sorry.
Well, you have like a star, but then you have like this ensemble also.
Because the sequel is more
and then
of a,
the sequel has villains that you made up for the movie.
because you couldn't
when you
do,
have
hey, that's The Rock's fault because I guarantee you that Black Adam was involved in that second Shazam movie.
Hey, hold up. I don't give a fuck that it wasn't Black Adam. My issue is that they didn't pull from the almost 100 years of fucking Detective Comics, and by that I mean DC and Warner Brothers, all those fucking characters. You couldn't have found a goddamn villain better than the ones you made up. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with what's her name and what's her name.
Yeah.
Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
I have no problem with...
This is the point.
Fine.
That's not what we're talking about.
Fuck you.
You would talking... We got time. We got 2 movies to review.
Let's go.
And a show.
You're a show.
Jeez. Point is, he is completing a pattern I have seen in the past.
And we named
Kevin
it a bunch,
Sorbo, Dean
Kid
Cain,
Rock, you can throw him in
Kid
there.
Rock, celebrities
Vanilla Ice.
that maybe have been conservative but got real open about their conservatism later in their career.
Post Malone.
No.
Post
Malone?
Malone with this fucking
I don't care.
cowboy
We're moving
hat.
on. Jesus Christ. Can we talk about the topic?
Let's go. Let's move on.
Anyway.
Yes. So.
Didn't have a problem with Zachary Levi. But
Right,
now I have
but-
a problem with Zachary Levi.
Yeah,
Because
and why?
now he
Yes.
is publicly showing his idiocy. But he kept his stupidity in private before. Now it's out in the open. And I'm not saying you're stupid if you're conservative. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying listen to what he's saying and understand who he's supporting. That's why I think he's stupid.
Beautiful day to be inside right
Talking
now.
about Dearborn.
Hey, do me a favor really quick, a little unorthodox, but turn to the person next to you and say, hey, I'm really glad that you're alive and I'm really glad that you're here right now. Just do that real quick. That's called love and that's called unity, right? We're here for unity.
Keep in mind, the people he's supporting don't believe in love and unity.
Yeah, it sounds like a Harris Waltz rally. Is that right?
Oh, you thought? Oh,
Right? We're here to make sure that we value every single person.
Huh.
okay.
Totally
Every single
sounds Harris
person.
Waltz. Yeah.
Whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican, whether
Sure.
you're a
The
libertarian.
The sign says
independent,
"Reclaim America."
Sure. Okay.
Every single one of us
but I want to hear him
is
say
a
it.
child of God. Every single one of us is deserving of being seen
Okay.
and heard and loved
Hey,
and valued.
still good.
fine, that's
Still
fine.
good.
Amen.
Sure.
Amen. Amen.
So then he starts talking about his family.
Listen, I'm not going to take too much time, but I did want to just give you a little context why Shazam is standing here talking to you about these various things.
I know
I
why.
grew up in my family, Christian conservative. That was pretty much kind of the lane that we were in. My parents were Kennedy Democrats that then turned into Reagan Republicans. And they taught me to have a healthy level of distrust for the government.
Oh,
And a healthy level of distrust for industry that runs amok. And for a long time.
oh, man, he really
Talking about Union Buster Ronnie fucking Reagan, baby. Yeah,
No.
fucking industry
Hold
run
on,
amok,
Tyler.
baby.
Tyler, he could still be.
Let's bring back the fucking
Time out.
Pinkertons.
He could still be thinking about Harris.
Sure.
He could still be talking about Harris,
Sure.
right? Right?
Sure.
Right?
I was like, man, I really want to find a politician that represents all of the things that I want and I want to see in a presidential candidate. And this year, I found Bobby Kennedy. And I thought, man, this guy...
Hey, Zach, buddy, Bubby, listen. Bobby Kennedy has brainworms. He admitted to it. And I've learned a lot about Bobby Kennedy, and I will tell you this right now. The only thing that
I want him nowhere near the
Bobby Kennedy is only popular because his name. Okay?
He's a nut.
His name.
I don't want him anywhere near the button.
He's weird around animals.
All right, so continue.
He's weird with birds.
Yeah,
I want to drive this point home.
Okay.
Because this is who you're saying you're supporting, Zach. You're supporting Bobby Kennedy, who is anti-vax. I'll get to it, dude. Trust me. I'm making a point.
I will fucking get you.
I know you're telling me to play the clip. The clip is almost done.
Go ahead.
My point is, listen to what you're saying, Zach, because Bobby Kennedy is so anti-vax, he convinced people during COVID how bad the vaccine were that some people weren't even taking it. We weren't even. There were places that weren't even getting measles vaccinations, and I don't have the citations in front of me, and I apologize. You can accuse me for being a leftist hack or whatever. But his anti-vax ideas led to people getting hurt and people getting sick and had real-world consequences. And this motherfucker, Shazam himself, was also posting COVID-19 fucking conspiracy theories. So again, Zach, listen to the context of this.
I don't like Bobby Kennedy because of any of that. I don't like him because he like slathered himself up and like posted pictures like gross, dude.
And
that's fucking weird.
He allegedly forced himself on a nanny, then publicly didn't even necessarily deny it.
All right, let's move on.
The point is, and you know what? I believe that he did it because doing that is just a part of being a Kennedy.
Yeah. But
only thing he has
but he's
is
out
his
of the
name.
race, so whatever.
This guy's it.
Oh yeah, he's out of the
real
race,
deal.
right? You made a
He's
good
the real
point.
deal.
Who could he
And
be
in a perfect
supporting now?
world, and whatever that would look like, perhaps I would have voted for Bobby. But we don't live in a perfect world. In fact, we live in a very broken one. And we live in a country that's
Shut the
by a lot
fuck
of
up.
people who want to take this place way off the cliff. And we're here to stop that, right? We're here to make sure that we are going to take back this country. We are going to make it great again. We are going to make it healthy again. And so I stand with Bobby, and I stand with Tulsi, and I stand with everyone else who is standing with
Tulsi
President Trump.
fucking Gabbard,
Because I
suck
do
my
believe
dick.
that of the two choices that we have, and we only have two, Donald Trump, President Trump, is the man that can get us there. And he's going to
Look at
get us
that
there because he's
correction.
going to have the backing and the support and the wisdom and the knowledge and the fight that exists in Robert Kennedy Jr. and former Representative Tulsi Gabbard. So please, let's welcome them to the stage right now.
Zach, I say this with, how do I say this? Because I don't want to be mean, but I want to be mean. You're full of shit. When you go on stage, you talk about love and unity, but yet you want to vote for someone who is actively trying to take away the rights of trans people, the rights of women.
The guy's been convicted of assault. So unity and love, I don't trust that guy. I don't trust that Kennedy
Again, Bobby Kennedy
because he's nuts.
Is an alleged sexual assault.
Don't come at me with fucking mental like health. Oh well, that's not funny to say he's nuts. No, I mean like he's dangerously like
And again, go on.
I mean he's dangerously unstable. Like I mean he needs help. Okay, now Tulsi Gabbard can go fuck right the fuck off, dude.
Sick of boring, censored social media.
I'm a Democrat. Look at this cool streak in my fucking hair. Yeah, you're actually a conservative and now you're a Republican and you're horrible. Like you're a horrible human being. I don't give a shit that you were in the fucking military. That doesn't fucking sway shit with me. All that does is tell me, okay, if you are conservative now and you were in the military, all that tells me is that you were in the military to make sure that you had that to fucking tell everybody. Okay? For real. I'm sorry. If you were... Anybody who goes into the military, there's various reasons to do it. Okay, I know a lot of people don't go into it to necessarily protect our country and our freedoms, quote unquote. They do it because they need help with maybe tuition or they need help with this because our fucking country is fucking broken. You're right about that, Zach. And it's broken by motherfuckers who own you and own Trump. Okay, fuckface. So if you want to just step the fuck aside, go ahead and believe what you want to believe, dude, but I already know who I'm voting for because I'm a fucking conscious human being. And I give a shit about people who don't have enough. And I don't want to see other people get hurt. And everything that your guy wants is against what I want. So I don't give a shit what kind of stamp you want to put on it. If it's a fucking stamp of approval or a stamp from your fucking bloody butthole because you're getting pounded in the ass by Trump every fucking night. I don't give a shit, okay?
Wow.
Stamp it.
Is it?
But I ain't gonna believe it.
Do you think he's wearing the? Do you think he wears the Shazam costume when it's going on?
Butthole stamp.
Do you think that?
Did I go there?
Who cares? At this point, who cares? Because you know what? Again, sorry, Zach. I've seen what your guy does for 4 years. And if you want to support that and you want to go back to that, which, by the way, you're criticizing a guy who had to clean up that fucking idiot's mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Zach. I don't fucking buy it. You know what happened? Yeah. You failed. You're a failure. It's okay. Yeah. And look, I want to make this very clear. I will never, ever reach the level of, air quotes, success he's reached. Sure, I'll never make the money he's made. But I'll tell you this. He has consistently proven he's a failure. And now that that's happened and he can't get any more work, where the man was having a goddamn suicide video about, not, you know what I mean, of like trying to hold me hostage to make me go see Shazam 2 in a fucking theater. That's what I'm talking about. He's like,
what?
Instead of going seeing, John Wick, maybe go see the joke. Sorry.
What the fuck are you...
Time out. It was an Instagram video.
No, I get it.
It was an Instagram video.
Yeah, he made it for Shazam 2, and he must have said later that he felt like he was being held hostage by Warner Brothers, right?
No, it just felt like that. Well, like they were making him do this fucking video because that movie failed so horribly. But what I was saying is like, maybe they didn't. But he seemed really unhinged in that video. And I'm like, Zach, what are you doing? Okay. And this was also like shortly after the COVID-19 shit that he got in trouble for, where it was like, what are you sharing about this? And
so we're done talking about Zach, right? You're a douche.
My point is, I've seen this pattern.
Sure.
I know where this is going.
He's on his way to getting a Saturday afternoon show on Newsmax.
Or he'll get the Dennis, which is weird because Dennis Quaid is equally in a movie that everybody loves, The Substance, but then also in a movie like Reagan that most people hate. So I don't
fucking eat shit, Quaid.
Nice. What the fuck did I do? I wish I had that.
Why don't you?
There you go.
Right into the microphone, baby.
Let's talk about Transformers.
Hey, so let's transform the topic. Let's transform the topic.
That's better.
Hi.
Use take 2.
Let's go. Let's go to the stars and talk about Transformers.
Can you do it? I want to see if you can do the Transformers. Why is yours shorter?
That was the cart. What are you doing with
you want to do it together?
No.
Come on. I just do my own thing. So anyway, we're going to be talking about Transformers 1.
Megatron.
Megatron is a little bitch.
Megatron.
I will say this.
Till all are one. What do you want?
Wait.
Fuck you.
Is Optimus a QAnoner?
There's a basement in the pizza place.
Mr. Witwicky, you need to understand. Ping Pong Pizza has the all-smart cube.
I have to blow up that pizza place to get to its basement. We don't have a fucking basement, you crazy fucking
It contains a laptop.
That's not what I heard on Newsmax.
It contains a laptop with files you cannot believe that Megatron has.
The dark web has all the answers. I am corrupted.
Don't order a hot dog.
Hey, we're going back to AI. Yeah. So first things first, I went to Transformers the last Sunday.
Transformers Uno.
1 with my brother. And here's the great thing is I think it was the first time he saw it too. But I probably wouldn't have seen it unless he suggested it because it was for my birthday. He's like, let's go to a movie. And I went after the Vikings game. Vikings are 4-0, baby. And I went to the movie. Hang on. So I went to the movie last Sunday, and I really, really liked it. And I don't have a real job right now. I have a very, very part-time job, which I love, but I have time. And Jake happened to have Friday off, so I went and saw Transformers 1 with him at 9:30 in the morning, which turned into 10:30 in the morning. That was a whole thing.
Well, that's a horror story in and of itself.
We will talk about it in our OPOR segment. Do you have that? We don't need the sounder.
Yeah.
Because it's not
But
really,
anyway, so
it's not technically
this is you before seeing the movie with your
my brother. Yeah, because I didn't. I usually like to ask him questions because I know he reads more about stuff and whatnot. So I figured he knew more about it than I did.
Oh,
so
I gotta say, this was the most perfect timing I ever could have had.
We'll get to that, sir.
Well, I know, but I was just gonna say that, like, when you told me about it, because I knew that movie was coming out, so I knew it was coming, but I really didn't have any plans.
I kept seeing like things, and occasionally I'd see previews and whatever. But to me, it was like, I mean, I still haven't seen Bumblebee or Rise of the Beast.
Ooh, they're both good.
I am aware of that, but I will talk about in this why I haven't consumed too much Transformers.
But I will just say, for me, on my side of it, it was just perfect timing where I finally got my hands because my local library, shout out to libraries.
Sick of you talking about fucking library.
We need to read, damn it.
We need to possess the books and pay for them.
I picked up the brand new Transformers by
More trees felled so we can print more books.
Exactly. So I picked up Daniel Warren Johnson's Volume 1 of Transformers. Nice. So it was just perfect timing where I was reading that, and then you're like, "Do you want to see this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, shit, I'm into it."
So before we saw it last Sunday, here's what me and my brother said. Right, off panel, off road. Me and Carter, my brother, are at Transformers 1, and one thing
fucking Maria Menounos in the background
wondering about that I want to know. I don't know much about this movie. You know, like the Transformers that we grew up with is what technically called what? It's called something. That cartoon is G1, right? Okay.
Generation 1.
Is this like the origin for Generation 1, or is there some of the IDW comics? I know there's like different.
I think it's a separate continuity, but
okay. So we think it's a fresh.
Yeah, but I mean it follows a lot of. I think.
Yeah.
A lot of the beats that come from everything before.
Okay. Right? Yeah. Because I'm just really curious. Like, I mean, obviously, I see RC.
We're gonna get fucking copyright striked.
I didn't really see too many Decepticons, or didn't recognize anybody. Maybe I don't know.
I think we get kind of a look at the origins of like a lot of things beyond just the characters.
The matrix of leadership, perhaps. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll see. What was that one guy? The guy with the beard. They went back in time. Remember, he's the guy who made Prime. I believe I'm talking about Alpha Trion. Maybe. Go ahead. Yeah, he's the guy with the beard.
Ryan Pax.
Yes, maybe.
Ryan Pax is.
He was like a guy, but they went back in time.
He's Optimus Prime's original form.
Okay, Ryan Pax. Right. But the guy who made him, they made a Renew figure of
action
figure of him. Anyway, but cool. So we're gonna watch this, and I'll give a report next week. All right, peace.
Yep.
That music was horrible. I don't know what it was. So yeah. So I believe I'm talking about Alpha Trion.
I turned my mic.
I believe I'm talking about Alpha Trion.
All right, we get it. You know things.
Oh, did I say it yet? I don't know if was my mic not turned up.
I think you said Alpha Trion like 4 times.
Alpha Trion. But he's in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was the first. So you were seeing it the second time with me. Did you think anything differently the second time?
I
or noticed anything? I didn't pick up on that.
The one thing, no, I pretty much caught most of it during the first one. There's not like most of what I did the second time was just kind of try and see if I could catch more cameos in the background. Because there's so many shots with like shitloads of robots, and like you're like, oh man, there's Wheeljack and there's Cliffjumper and there's Ironhide and there's fucking.
Well, I was gonna add on to that and say the most appealing thing to me about this going in was the fact that, like, okay, we're actually going to spend time on Cybertron. We've never really been on Cybertron.
Right.
And so I don't know, did they go to Cybertron a ton in the show? I never really watched it as much.
There's if I'm not mistaken, there's technically I think 3 seasons of the original G1, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken. Now, when I was a kid, right after the Transformers movie came out in theaters, they built off of that in the cartoon. So when that next season came out, it was all like, hey, starring Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime, and I'm Cup, and like they had, those were the characters. Optimus Prime was still dead. There was actually an entire like 3 or 4 part series called the Rebirth of Optimus Prime or whatever, because they brought him back. And then there's an episode where they go all the way back, and it's like 2 or 3, or it's the aerial bots, whatever, but they're all planes. And then they go back in time and they meet Alpha Trion and Orion Pax and Elita 1. And I believe Elita 1 turns into RC, and of course, Orion Pax becomes Optimus Prime. But it's a really interesting episode because if I remember correctly, the animation sucks. But they made a reaction action figure, those new ones where it's just like, basically 4 points of articulation. They're like the old Star Wars. And they made an action figure of him. And Alpha Trion is one of the main characters, sort of, in Transformers 1. He's got a big part in the evolution of the Transformers.
Well, I think, before we get into
what are we
the
doing
whole
here?
Friday experience, I think
I don't think
for me, it was the idea of like, okay, we're going to try something new. We're going to sail on Cybertron and kind of explain the opposition between Megatron and Optimus, because we always, no matter what, whether it's the cartoon, the comic books, the Michael Bay movies, it doesn't matter. They all start at the same point. It's Optimus and Megatron tear up Cybertron, and they have to go to Earth because they have nowhere to go. Their planet's destroyed.
Right. So one real
so we
thing.
never really saw before that.
Yes. One real quick thing. I thought I explained in that the Michael Bay movie. Carter got me one of those. It was when the movie first came out on DVD, the first Michael Bay movie, and it was a transformable box. And you could transform the box, and it came in a clear plastic.
Oh, that's cool.
Into a Optimus Prime. That's cool. And then the DVD was in his back or whatever. Yeah, it was awesome. I think I still have it somewhere. But those movies fucking traumatized me. I'm serious, dude. I'm serious. The only reason I went to see Transformers 1 is, like I said, my brother suggested it, and it was so good. Yeah. I liked it so much that I was like, dude, I think you need to see it. And if you're going to go, I'll go see it again, Yeah. I've had many times where my brother was like, I'll go see it again if you haven't seen it. And it's like, sweet.
Yeah, it looked interesting. It seemed interesting, but it was never something that I was, intending to see in a theater. And it was the first time we were going to have Optimus without Peter Cullen. And I'll tell you, it's hard because it's just hard. No, and I want to be clear. Chris Hemsworth does a great job. I'm not taking away from his performance. I was just saying, going in, it was hard because I'll tell you, as I was reading that Transformers book, even when I was reading it in the panels, and this never happens, even as I was reading it in the panels, I was hearing his voice. I was hearing Peter Cullen.
I got to be really honest. I'm always going to hear Peter Cullen's voice if I'm reading a comic with Optimus Prime in it.
Oh, yeah. You're just always going to hear it because of his voice. You know what? This is my audition for... look, Peter Cullen's getting up there. All I'm saying is, check this out. Tyler, take that joint and roll it up.
Yeah. Peter Cullen is...
Come on, that was funny.
It was okay. I like Peter Cullen a lot. Chris Hemsworth does a great job. That was pretty good.
Do you always have to be so mean?
So...
see, I kind of lost
one of the things I really, really liked is, like, in the comic books and, from what I understand, the cartoon is based off the Marvel Comics. And the Marvel Comics, they are fighting on Cybertron, and for whatever reason, either Megatron... I can't remember if Megatron's going to Earth to try and conquer it, or if he's just trying to get away, or if Optimus is trying... One way or the other, they both head towards Earth, and they crash land.
That's where it always ends. Yeah.
When they get to Earth, they start fighting... And in the comics, and I don't know about I want to say both the comics and the cartoon, they start fighting, and the volcano that their ship crashed in erupts and buries them all in rubble for like 1 million years because they get to Earth during the time of dinosaurs. That's why there's Dinobots, because at some point the Ark tries to recreate the Transformers into the dominant life form because it knows all the other Transformers are dead or incapacitated or whatever. I can't remember why why it starts up again, but at some point in the present day, they all wake up. And in the cartoon, I can't remember what the cartoon or the comic books, but I think they both basically say like, "Hey, fuck you, we're out of here." Megatron and his Decepticons, they take off. And then Optimus and his bros, the Autobots, just hang out in the Ark.
Always defending
which is
Earth.
in the side of the volcano.
Yeah. But anyway, we had an adventure.
But what happened before that?
Before we even saw the movie.
No, I'm saying...
Oh,
right.
yeah, but in the like what
but
happened?
That's why I really like this movie, because it gave me a good starting point. And we've talked about this before. Fuck lore, right? I mean, if you if you want to write a story that has the that interprets the characters in a way that I think is cool or different and still
or true to the character,
right? It's true to the character, but it's different, right? I mean, I loved that, and it gave us like Iacon City, like that's fucking cool as fuck, like the whole. We'll get to that,
but
before
I want to say that before we get into the spoilers and all that, and then we kind of talk about my double feature Friday adventure.
Double feature?
Yeah, double. I don't know why I got weird. That's what we do here.
A little bit.
I told you. I don't know if I told you while we were watching it or I told you afterwards, but I did think while it was happening.
Yeah.
A couple things. You view these movies and you view these characters a little differently as an adult. Because I'm like, toy.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I get it. That's what these movies have always been. That's like you were like that when you and I were kids. Like, it's always been like that. But I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this movie is going to blow my kid's mind. Like, he is not even ready. Because of the Iacon 5,000.
Right.
500 thing. Like, that was crazy.
5,000. But here's one other thing.
We'll get to that. Before we get to that,
okay,
we also recorded a clip.
I do want to say one other thing though is
I'm just kidding.
I grew up when these cartoons and toys first came out. Okay, and at no point, even looking back, knowing that they were basically 30-minute commercials for these fucking toys, the fact remains is that there were some very talented people behind these stories. And Peter Cullen and other voice actors that we know, he was in G.I. Joe too. He was been in tons of shit. All of these people got together behind the scenes, the animators, the writers, the producers, all that shit, and made these characters real to us.
Yeah, they made them three-dimensional.
Right. So, it's really cool to see another way of looking at their beginnings and how they... Mm-hmm. And dude, come on, like, we'll get to the whole Megatron thing, but...
Yeah.
Right, off panel.
Yeah, here's us.
So, kind of an off panel, off road. We are at
popcorn in there.
Transformers 1.
Is this the first
we
theater?
Are now almost an hour past the original showtime because the theater has decided to stop working now.
It's all technology.
It's all technology. Like, we are totally, like, everybody in this situation is being super cool, and everybody's keeping their head. Nobody's pissed.
Yeah, nobody's being a
What's
douche.
the point in that, right?
I literally have nothing going on today.
I don't either, yeah. So, I mean, it's totally cool. I feel bad for the people working here. They're like, what the fuck do we do? But hopefully we watch the movie.
We'll see.
I've already seen it. But Jake hasn't, and I really want him to see it because there's some really great jokes, and also it's fucking awesome. So right now we are about, did he say 10:45?
Yeah.
We're about 20 minutes
second
away.
theater,
We could have 2 cigarettes. I could have had 2 cigarettes.
I don't smoke.
I'm so sorry.
Wow. How
but
dare you.
I'm eating popcorn and drinking massive
Into
amounts of
the
soda. I'm at the
phone,
theater.
into
What
the
do you
mic.
want me to do? So what else?
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you're gonna go see Beetlejuice later. Hopefully,
Maybe.
We'll just shut the whole goddamn theater down all day.
Break it.
Yeah, it's way more of a thing than we thought. We thought it was just a projector, but it's a whole ball of shit. So
Technology never works when you need it,
Yeah, but Jake's gonna attempt a double feature today.
Double feature.
Double feature, going to town to do a double feature because there's no movie theaters in our town.
Wow.
I love it. Fantastic. You know what? I can't wait to talk about this movie.
If we get to see it.
Fucking
You'll
A.
find out.
You'll find
With
out.
us.
on the very next episode of What the Fuck?
So yes, we did see the movie. So the whole thing, real
So
quick.
this is
we're
the-
about a fucking hour in.
Can I just say, yeah, by the way, yeah, that sucked, but I didn't listen to either one of those before here because I wanted to hear what crazy shit that we came up with. Yeah, but the guy was so cool. I first of all, there was like 7 of us in the theater, and there was one guy by himself who kept getting up and going to get the
Let me do a quick rundown here.
Yeah.
So we get in at 9.
Yeah.
The screening is at 9:30. I picked the earliest screening because I was going to do 2 movies, so I wanted to do it as early as I can.
We sat down about 9:30
I didn't see
after
sunlight.
I peed.
I didn't see sunlight until like 2:30 in the afternoon. So I go to the theater.
Took some vitamin D pills in the morning. Man.
We go to the theater. Go in, 9:30 screening. So 9:30 rolls around, nothing. 9:35 rolls around. That's when that one guy
this guy in a green shirt gets up and
goes and gets somebody. So then the guy comes in with a laptop to set up the remote because something's going on with the projector.
Well,
so
can I ask you something? The other audience members were asking him to do something, and he kept saying no. What was he? They asked.
There was a link to. So my understanding is everything's digital. There's not really reels,
right.
So my understanding of it was that he gets like a link to their license that has all the trailers and shit on it that will play, and it just my understanding is it just syncs up and it plays at the time, and it just wasn't syncing up, and the projector,
I thought they were asking him to skip the previews, which he did.
He's like, I'll go to the last trailer and then we'll go to the movie. And we're like, all right, cool. So the last trailer plays. Then it's the usual fucking commercials, which, okay, let me get here. And by the way, this is going to be, fuck it. This is going to be a long episode. We're an hour in. We got other shit we got to review. I don't care.
Fuck.
Who cares? Point is this. The theater that we are at, and I don't want to name anything, but the theater we are at is big locally, and there's a guy that comes on, and look, Marcus Theaters do these too, and I fucking hate them. They do this like, hey, I own this theater. Thanks for coming. Look at the. But then he does this thing. It's like, I'm so glad you're here. And then it goes like, and look at these coming attractions in September. And it's like, bitch, I know I'm here for one of these movies. Let me see the damn movie. At this point, we've already had technical difficulties, and I got this old guy talking about movies. That plays. The little like Dolby Atmos shit that plays. Shit you not, everybody. Cuts to black, lights go up.
Yep.
So the sync got completely fucked.
I forgot about that because I was like, oh, fucking sweet. We finally. And
we are there. Black screen, we are there to the movie.
This is my point. I know as far as I know, the movie's about to start. I've already eaten like half my popcorn, but I'm into it now because I'm eating handfuls and drinking some.
It's coming.
Right, right.
You can't wait to look at my reaction at this movie while you're watching. The anticipation.
So then we had to move to. So then I thought they were going to give us a free popcorn, but they didn't because we had to buy new tickets. Or whatever, right?
No, they didn't even give us free tickets. It was just a readmission.
Right. But we had to buy tickets in the new theater for the records and shit. So we had to, choose our seats.
So we had time. So yeah, because they're like, well, can we just go to the 10:30 showing or whatever? Well, it's actually 10:45.
They suggested.
They're like, yeah, you could just go to the 10:45. That's what the guy said. You're like, yeah, we'll just get you some things and we'll just go.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the popcorn. But we go. So then we go to this other theater, and then Tyler steps outside for a smoke, and I just go join him to talk with him and everything because we got time to kill.
Just chilling.
And then then we come back, and then they're like, "Hey, did you guys hear about what happened? What the other guy said again?" I was like, "We were like, no, what happened?" They're like, well, there's also not a guarantee that this will work either.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But they gave us readmission passes so we could come back later in the day or whatever.
Whatever.
But
it worked.
Eventually, it worked.
Long story short, too late.
Yeah, but it's just such a funny experience. Because again, as I was watching Beetlejuice later in the day, that fucking guy showed up again. It was the same exact one again. I was like, damn it, I forgot about this. By the way, the Beetlejuice screening, perfectly fine, no issues.
So let's get to Transformers 1. First thing I want to say,
we're not doing like a full
no.
I want to talk about the movie, but we don't have to break everything down. We're already running long. Like we don't have to go.
I want to say one thing that I saw in that reinforced the second time I saw it. The animation is fucking gorgeous. Like the way they made like the chrome and metal look and everything, and like the
I wanted to talk about that a lot. Yeah.
So good, right? And like the idea of the cog, like the cog being taken out, and like just all of it was just such a cool way it's a microcosm of what's going on in the human condition, which is we all feel like we're bigger than what we are. We're meant for bigger things than what we are, right? You grow up in a small town, you want to go to the big city, whatever.
It's the classic.
You grow up and say like in a time in this country where you're not the right fucking not the right color, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But and it's a great story that talks about the human condition and the human desire to be bigger than what we are. That we mean more than this. That there's more to it than just this shit day in and fucking day out. And it's a great way to show it, but it also shows so many way cool ways of like making these like baby steps. Like when I'm obviously spoilers, duh. But when he fucking electrocutes
Spoiler time.
He fucking burns the fucking Megatronus symbol into his chest, and it's the Decepticon.
Sentinel Prime. Okay, so
that was a cool way.
Time out.
No,
I want to.
You said we weren't going to go through everything.
No, but I want to just say this real quick. That's a great point, because I would like to point out that you could say I'm a hypocrite because I talk about how much I hate prequel shit, right?
It has been done to death.
And while it's its own franchise, and this is going to probably spin off its own trilogy and whatnot and whatever. But the thing is, you could argue this is a prequel, right? This is a prequel to the Optimus.
The Quintessons were fucking scary, dude.
That's the one part
that
I don't know.
That gigantic fucking ship
Stop.
was cool. What?
You're going to derail me. I'm trying to focus.
Sorry. I just saw you going on. I wasn't really listening to you. Go ahead. Don't miss it.
You bastard.
I know. Go ahead.
But you could argue this is kind of a prequel, right?
Yeah.
However, I will say this. Just like I've said, I'm tired of multiverses. No. I don't hate prequels. For the most part, I hate the idea of them because, there's no stakes. But when executed well, like this movie, I don't care. I'm invested. At the end of this movie, there's no spoiling this. We've already said it's spoiler time, but there's no spoiling.
Spoiler time.
There's no spoiling this. We already know by the marketing that it's going to be the story of Megatron and Optimus Prime, right? But even then, when it happens, when it fucking happens, in that moment, I'm like, fuck. Damn it, man. I was just like, because I know what's happening. It's just like when, and Jake makes everything about pro wrestling.
I'm tired of saving you.
It's just like when you see, it's the heel turn, you know it's coming, and it's happening. He's like, I'm done saving you, and he drops him.
My favorite part
like
was
Lion King.
Here's my favorite part. Is the writing was done so well.
Yes.
And the point where he actually does his heel turn,
Yeah.
the first inkling is they're having an argument about what to do about Sentinel Prime.
And he's like, I want to kill him. Yeah.
Thanks for sipping all over it.
Sorry, I just did that to you, and you did. So anyway, they're talking about how to deal with him. Yes.
Orion Pax is like, we gotta stop him. Yeah, you just walked all over it, man. I just. No, but he does. He says we gotta stop it. No, I want to kill him, and that was a brilliant foreshadowing, but also just a way to show that like they're splitting. Orion Pax at that moment, you can tell he's like, okay, all right, man. It's cool. Like, he's a little scared of D16 because he's like, I don't.
So that's what
You're
I thought
going
was
down
interesting.
a path that I don't want to go down.
Right. And it kind of, and what makes this, what's so funny about it, and what makes Star Wars so good, and what makes,
oh, now it's good.
This is the comparison I always draw of like this. This is a quintessential classic hero's journey, and complete with the best friend betraying him, right? But again, this is so well written. You forget. It's just like when I was talking about with Inside Out 2, when I said that it's.
Nobody has seen that fucking movie.
Oh my
Stop
God.
talking
Tyler,
about it.
Stop. My point is, you could argue it's a similar plot. Beetlejuice, you could argue Beetlejuice has a very similar plot, but that doesn't take away from
What about Bob? Has a similar. Come on.
Whatever.
Oh, dude, I
I'm
love
trying
you.
to make a
I know.
point.
Go ahead.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that it still has a ton of heart and a ton of great character moments that you could. That's the thing. You can take the most basic plots and make them change and be so great with the talent. Like Chris Hemsworth is amazing.
Yep.
Fucking
Brian Tyree Henry, I believe.
His Megatron, when he snaps, when he says, "I want to kill him," and it's just silence, you fucking believe it.
Well, the one thing I really like is how
movie.
his voice changes throughout the movie. So does Chris Hemsworth's, but not to that degree, right? Bumblebee's doesn't at all, really, which is fine. Badassatron.
Oh my God.
So, dude, my favorite part of the movie was when he was like, "AA-tron," because it fucking goes back to that Key and Peele sketch.
Yeah.
Key and Peele sketch. AA-ron? AA-ron. Is there an AA-ron here? Like, it's awesome. And that is really, I say, like, it's kind of the sister sketch to the one where they do the All-Star game. And they have they just dress up in different shit.
Well, and it
just crazy.
You know what else? As fun as he is in this, you know what this means? Is like, this just makes, it continues the line of Bumblebee being a tragic character. Because when he gets to Earth, he's going to lose his voice. So, he's a chatterbox. And it's kind of a tragic story of like, he can't
didn't
talk.
lose his voice. Hey, Michael Bay, who the fuck said you could take Bumblebee's voice away? Oh, it'd be kind of cool. Let me do this cook off this hooker's ass real quick, because I'm Michael Bay. It'd be really cool if one of the robots talked in nothing but radio signals, right, man? Come over here, baby. Let me snort some off your boobies. I'm Michael Bay. Yeah, explosions, yeah. Fuck you, dude. In the cartoon, Bumblebee was cool, and he had his own voice, man. And he sang like a fucking nightingale, and you took it all away, Michael Bay. With your coke-fueled adolescent dreams, you son of a bitch. Oh, and it'd be really cool? It'd be really cool? Let me just snort a couple more lines of ketos and coke. It'd be really cool if we made the transformations like realistic, like it gives you a headache, like it makes people just go, oh, you got to stand like 17 months on 1 second of fucking film because it's going to be that fucking complicated. Oh, man, hookers' butts are the best place to do coke. I'm Michael Bay.
For the love of Christ, what was
Ruined it. Ruined Bumblebee.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to trigger you.
At first,
I made that canon, I guess. So I guess
at first
I
was.
Do it in the other movie
at first, I know. Fuck you guys. At first, no, not you.
No, but
no,
you looked at me when you said it.
No. At first, I was doing it because I was genuinely mad, and then I realized that you were laughing. I'm like, oh, I can take this a long way, because I like to do that stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody in the household. There's people upstairs going,
So
what the hell?
Keegan-Michael Key is enjoyable as Bumblebee. Badassatron. When he kept doing that, he's like, that's what I call my name.
Scarlett Johansson. I keep forgetting that.
Alita. RC. Well, she will become RC.
No, RC is a different character.
Right. RC is the bike, right?
She does show up in a couple of moments in the movie.
Yeah.
So does Jazz. They try to
Jazz shows up. Yeah.
Because
they save him. They save him.
Wheeljack shows up.
Cliff Jumper,
Ironhide. During the transformation scene when everybody gets their cogs. So that's awesome.
Can I talk about that? So
and wait. By the way, I had already seen it, but I still didn't know Buscemi was Starscream.
Oh, I picked that up right away.
I didn't.
Oh, and I loved how they did. So again,
the yellow annoying one is correct.
Again. What I love about it is they take things and they explain things in the way that some of it's a little hokey, but the way that Starscream gets his voice is actually intense and terrifying because it starts that heel turn.
Yeah.
Because that's the first time we see D16 go too far, and he's like fucking choking the life out of this guy. He's crushing his voice box.
Yeah.
And that's why he has the weird, like,
I
glitchy
fucking
sound.
love.
I fucking love that.
I love.
They call each other, instead of each other, call each other bitch. They call each other glitch.
Oh,
it's like, don't be a glitch. I'm like, you're being a glitch.
Okay. I didn't really pick up on that, but I
They're
really
not saying bitch
hey,
because
raise your hand if you have wave in your name.
Yeah. Soundwave,
Soundwave, and Shockwave were both awesome. Shockwave's voice was a little bit changed,
but it still sounds like it.
or no, Soundwave's voice was a little bit changed, but Shockwave, the gun, was perfect. He was just like,
why should we listen?
Why should we listen to you? Okay, we were gonna listen to you. No, she punched me in my eye.
Because he has the one single.
It was just a really good.
Can you do a Soundwave?
No, I don't do a sound. I don't want to do the voices.
I can't do that voice.
I don't want to do the voices.
I could really only do Optimus if I'm being.
Yeah, it's fine.
And that's like the best I could do.
Yeah, really.
How'd you think of his voice?
Really
I think his like him imitating. Can I just say this though? We have to talk about voices, and we have to talk about the fact that the cartoons have iconic voices.
Lawrence Fishburne was awesome.
Yes,
Lawrence. John Hamm is great too.
I love John Hamm as Sentinel Prime.
I did say no more speeches, right?
I think Steve Buscemi's great at Starscream. I think Chris Hemsworth does a great job of not doing a voice at the beginning, like he's just doing his generic American voice, and the fact that once he turns into Optimus Prime, then you see him kind of emulate a little bit of Peter Cullen, go with a little bit of deeper tone, and kind of change his voice. And like you said, you notice D16's voice start to change when he starts to turn into Megatron.
I liked the fact that his was so much more dramatic of a change from the voice at the beginning.
Yeah.
Basically, what happens, Hemsworth does a great job of basically enhancing his voice. That is, it already has the qualities of leadership and heroism. You know, and
fucking cocaine, Michael Bay.
Oh yeah, man, Michael Bay. My name's Michael Bay. Where's a hooker so I can do coke off of her?
Michael Bay, where the slopes and me. It's coke.
Man, you know what? I like that stuff a lot.
Hey, give me them cocaine cookies you got.
Cocaine. Wow. Anyway, I like the movie. It's a great movie.
Is that the alternate take to Eric Clapton song?
Eric Clapton is a racist fuck. Hey, before we go talking about, before you go breaking my heart,
can we talk about the Iacon 5000, the fucking race
but
scene?
when we stop talking about this movie, we should take a break and then we'll talk about the other movie.
All right, fuck you.
But yeah, I'm pretty much done talking about Transformers. I really liked it, but yeah.
So that was the scene when I really said this is gonna blow my kid's mind.
The fucking
because
roads.
My kid is like
the roads, dude.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So like my kid is the stereotypical boy. Like he likes sharks and dinosaurs and cars and monster trucks and all that shit.
What can he do?
I was like that too. Like that's just a boy thing. And so I see all these vehicles line up before they transform, and I'm just like, oh my god, because I'm thinking like he's gonna freak the fuck out at that. And then when they're racing and they start transforming mid-race and shit, I'm like, he's just gonna not understand like how like he's just gonna be like, oh my god, like it's gonna blow every.
I really like to kind of go along and hold your thing because I don't want to step on your point, but I just wanted to say I really liked how with the toys, like in the 80s, you had to have like a robot and a truck, right, or a robot and you had to have one thing and then the other. I really liked how in this, because they're on their own planet,
they don't look like our vehicles.
But they can transform into whatever.
Yeah.
They can transform in, like I can transform into a flying thing or a rolling thing. Well, we can't fly and we can't roll, is what D16 says, because we don't have the cog.
Right.
But
you could also transform yourself. As we see, when he gets fully
into everything,
anything
you want.
When he wants to execute Starscream, that's when you see the gun develop in his arm.
His basic thing is a tank.
What I was adding to that was like you even see that also when they're fighting, they also under great pressure can transform into something else or
they
create
can have an arm come out and swipe something and then turn into something else.
Yeah,
I really like.
But
that.
I like that he was a tank too.
Right. I mean, okay, Optimus clearly had like his truck thing, and Bumblebee had his thing, and she had the bike. Like I get that, right? But during the Iacon 5000, like everybody in the race could transform into something rolling or flying.
Right. And they kept changing.
They had to at some points. There was that one where they fly off the cliff and they had to turn into something flying.
And because this planet is metal, all the fucking roads are magnetic and develop while you're on them. And that's such a cool concept. Like I love that.
So
and again,
I'm done talking about the movie.
Again, it's showing us something on the big screen that we haven't seen before, and seeing how Cybertron would work and how in a society of metal sentient beings work.
Right.
And it's like such a cool thing. And then the cog, the thing that I love the most,
was a cool little like a detail
at the end when Megatron, when he becomes Megatron, and then we have that moment, and I knew that again, hitting the notes in the right way when it's like fuck, and then I was like, and then as that's happening and he's falling, I know before the movie gets there that I'm like, the Matrix of leadership, he's gonna come back. Like that's like this is how he becomes the Prime, because I knew
the first time I saw it, I didn't expect that,
and because I had prior knowledge,
but it was perfect,
and I knew how the
saving you
right, and because I had prior knowledge and I knew about the Matrix of leadership and the Primes, I'm like I know he becomes Optimus Prime, so this is the moment, and then but it's still in that moment when it happens, when he fucking gets his armor finally and he becomes the Optimus that we know. I still was in my head like, let's fucking go. Dude, and then when he lands and makes the axe, I'm like, give me that shit all day.
Dude, before any of that shit, when they first get their cogs from Alpha Trion down in the cave, and they first start morphing into their actual selves, that was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Because they were all like dirty and shit from like all their travels, and they like became shiny.
Well,
it was cool as fuck,
and that's the
dude.
thing with this. I was kind of interested in how this was going to look with the 3D animation and then the ray tracing. Like the ray tracing like you talked about, that's what that shininess is to it. And that's
so gorgeous.
Like that's what I kept thinking of when I was watching it and seeing the fact. And that's what blows my mind about ray tracing is that there's this technology that exists that you can create light like that and cause reflection almost like
I could reach out and
light.
fucking touch the metal and
it was believable.
I could tell what text. I could tell that this had texture, that had none. That was just shiny and smooth.
And because of that,
fucking gorgeous. Every time
I want to know if they did. I want to know if they did motion capture, because I feel like some of the fights were very believable in the motion and the animation, and I wonder if they had some capture to that.
When he finally had at the very end of the movie when they're just talking to each other, and he had the Matrix inside,
and it glowed.
Right, but when he was moving different like angles, and the way it moved with, like, I was just like, oh my god, that's so fucking gorgeous.
Oh, before he dies too, he has the iconic comic cover that we were talking about, when he's like, hey, and he jumps up and he shoots him in the air like Superman,
which is from the movie.
But
the original movie.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It hits the right tones of the Easter eggs. I will say the Optimus Prime bit, I was like, okay, that's a little bit much.
What?
She's like, your optimism, and I was like, okay.
Before we finish, I do got to talk about how fucking cool the fucking Quintessons were, dude.
Oh, the bugs?
Like, so gross. No, those were Sharkticons, dude.
Sorry.
No, but the big ship that showed up was like there was tech to it, but it was also like a kind of a gross like a virus tech almost, like bugs and like the way that the gigantic ship was like living,
it was
but
like
it was also
it's like a synthetic organic combination.
And then those little things just came out like little spiders and shit and just sucked.
Oh, the Arachnid! I fucking loved her design with the camera eyeballs that are like all over her head.
At the very beginning, when Sentinel Prime starts trying to fuck with them, and they're all laughing, and they look at her, she's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, Arachnid was cool.
And then she turned into a fucking drone.
Yeah,
that's cool.
She turned into a couple different things, but like,
but you know,
really
the main
cool
toy
design.
is going to be a drone.
As far as I know, that's a newer character that I've never heard of, but it's a great fucking. I know Sentinel Prime has showed up in the Michael Bay movies.
Yeah.
Again, fuck. Oh, no, you know what?
But Sentinel Prime is I knew he was going to be bad.
I wonder if Hugo Weaving wants to be Megatron.
And I knew he. By the way, I knew he was going to be bad because he was bad in the Bay movies too. And
see, I didn't even know about that. But so when I watched it first time with my brother. I don't care how long we're talking about. When I first watched it the first time with my brother, I had no idea, but you could tell right away that there was something off. Right?
Yeah, you don't hire John Hamm and not make him. Not
I didn't know it was
sketchy.
John Hamm, but I knew that the character design and the writing was clearly like, hey, I clearly am fucking with you guys, because otherwise you could go up to the surface, of course, because that's weird.
I don't talk like a normal person.
Let's go upstairs.
I think. Well, I just want to say that's another thing too. Is the villain makes sense? I like the whole, and the story is great because Energon, and it goes back to and I think I gotta say, I will say this. We talked about Mattel and what they're like. We want to make 45 movies and all this stuff. I gotta say, I like what Hasbro is doing because I have in no way knowing if Transformers 1 is tied to the new Energon universe that is with Image.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Robert Kirkman. But I think they're doing a great job of bringing in what they're intending to do is a younger generation or people like me that haven't been with the franchise for a while. People like you.
Starting point.
It's a great starting point.
And as somebody who's been with it since my 12 years old, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agatha.
I didn't know you started recording. No, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's fine. Listen, this isn't the first time our listeners have had their speakers blown out. All right? So it's okay. Son of a bitch. You know.
Such a hard cut.
Can't wait.
Ah,
what is it? What time is it so we can listen to it afterwards?
None of your business.
All right, fuckface. All right, you son of a bitch. If you're wondering why we're so whatever, it's that Michael Bay came down here and he was
gave
like,
us some cocaine.
Hey, do you want to do this off of some hookers? And I was like, I don't think there's any.
And I said, hey,
around.
no.
He's like, I brought some.
You were talking about an Oreo.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, if you just let it sit in your mouth for a little bit, it tastes like a Coke.
Oh, you didn't go with
the Oreo. And not the Coke.
Well, I guess I'm just going to say thank you, Michael Bay.
Agatha All Along is what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, so one thing I wanted to talk about.
First 3 episodes.
Right. One thing I wanted to talk about. Last week when we talked about it, I wanted to. I didn't want to get too far because I didn't want Jake to get anything ruined. But I'll say this, and I talk about what my brother says a lot because there's a reason for that. He likes a lot of stuff that I like. Rather, when he's like, "Hey, if something is good," and he says it's good, chances are about 98% of the time I'm going to agree, and not because he says it's good, but because it's genuinely good and it's something that I like. And
similar tastes.
Some of the ways that he looks at stuff is different. When we were talking about the Absolute line, and he came up with the idea, which has so far, as far as I know, early reports are saying that he's spot on, is that Batman is like a child of Apocalypse somehow.
I've seen some of the rumors about that, yeah.
Yeah, which is why he's so bulky and shit.
So
yeah, right. So sometimes we
which
can.
Is why he would have parademon
don't know
wings.
why he doesn't have 1,000 followers, 10 fucking billion followers on Twitter because he's breaking the shit. Anyway, he told me I wasn't really into Agatha. I liked it, but mainly because I have nothing invested. It has to be really, really bad for me to be like, okay, this sucks. And it's not bad. It's good. And from what I understand, everything is done practically.
Yeah.
Like the house in episode 3 is a miniature.
Yeah.
It's not a real house that they built. You know what I mean? And when you understand that, you start watching the show and understanding oh, I know how they did these camera tricks to do this and whatever. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then you start realizing that Acolyte was a good show, and there was a lot of fucking chuds that came out and started freaking out because of episode 3 because it featured a music, right? Yeah. And my brother was like, you know why I like Agatha? And I'm like, why is that? And he's like, because it features everything that the fucking chuds hate.
And singing has always been with witchcraft, too. That's always been a part of it.
And you know what? I love that take on it. I love the idea that this show is specifically tailored, almost like She-Hulk.
Uh-huh.
It may not have anything to do with the MCU. It may not further the story of the MCU in any meaningful way, but it is going to show that we don't give a fuck what the chuds say or what you don't like. We're going to make stories that we want to make. If you don't like them, there are going to be people who watch them. Otherwise, we wouldn't make it.
And I'll be honest, you and I have both been on this show and have said on this show that we had no expectations to low expectations. Why are they doing this? Why is this
think we panned it a couple times, a couple months ago because we were
so
I
went in with an open mind because Ashley wanted to.
Well, it came out on my birthday. I mean,
my wife wanted to see it, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So, and I told you it was kind of. Excuse me, some kind of my throat there. I was telling you that it was
popping candy from the Oreos.
Yeah, it's just Coke.
Goddamn Coke Oreos.
No, you can't hear anything. I was wondering if you could hear pop, but
sort of.
It is growing on me in a sense of okay, I'm enjoying what they're trying to go with and what they're going for. So whereas WandaVision was this mashup of different decades and different eras of sitcoms, and you think there's a bait and switch in that first episode where you think it's going to be this, and then it gets taken out of it, and that's that scene where everybody's talking about when she's naked, when she finally breaks the spell,
which is funny as
if you
hell.
remember,
that whole scene is funny as hell.
it is very funny, and if you also remember, at the end of WandaVision, she is the only one still trapped in that spell.
Yeah, because she's like,
and that's why they said
her.
that we play along with
like
you
3 years.
So that's why all the people act the way they do around her, because they're playing along with her.
So fucking funny.
So I would hopefully we'll see more of Audrey Plaza later. I only see her. She's only in like the first episode.
Really, basically, yeah. She hasn't. I don't think she shows up in the third either, does she? Or does she?
No,
momentarily.
She'll probably. I'm imagining she'll show up in this next episode, but she hasn't shown up since episode 1. She's great.
So I like how episode 1. It's followed a pretty solid formula. Episode 1 is the explanation for where she's at and what she needs to do. Episode 2 is her putting together her coven. Episode 3 is the start of the journey. So I'm assuming I'm assuming it's either 7 or 8 parts.
8.
Because that way it is.
I would assume it's 8.
And here's why. Because you get 4 more episodes for other people in the coven. Or wait, are there 5 more?
So Shannon / Mrs. Hart died.
Yeah, there were 5 originally plus
as far as we know, she's dead.
Right, but there were 5 originally plus teen.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
So that gives me...
I'm sure that's how it's going to play out.
That gives me an idea, and I really, really like... I was kind of confused. In episode 3, we actually get to see more, in a different light, his sigil.
Yeah.
Which before it looked like it was something like just masking his face. But what it looked like in this episode, in episode 3, is that, to the other people looking at him, it looks like his lips are being sewn shut as he talks.
Yeah.
It was really a cool effect.
Yeah, that looks cool.
And again, here's one of the things
Oh, sorry, but I just love the effect of when they actually open the door and they go down into the road.
Yeah,
like that was such a cool idea.
And that's all.
And that was
built.
that was a set.
Yeah,
you know how I could tell? Because there was light and it was physical. I could see it. I could see them touch it.
You can see, when somebody touches something real on screen and it's something fake, you can tell. There's a difference.
So it was nice to see it. That's what I mean. That's what was such a good part of the show. Where I was like, oh, it's a real set.
I can support the fuck out of this show for a lot of reasons, but you know what? Other than all that crap, which is, let's be honest, not a real good reasons to like shows. Other than all that, the show's good. It's interesting. Yeah. It makes me want to watch more. I like all the actresses in it.
Yeah.
I like how there's a good mix of different characterizations, so that we don't know a lot about these characters, but we do know enough. And it's just I really liked how it's been turning out so far, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah.
And I loved how they fucking referenced Mephisto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also like that they
we all have to be poisoned.
In episode 3, when they're making the antidote for the poison they drank. I like the fact that all the ingredients have all these like witchy mythological names, but they're like
garlic powder.
They're things that you have in your house.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love that they're like, at some point the character was like, oh, that's just a clever way of saying honey, like from the what was it, the nectar of a insect
whatever.
or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's just. And I love the fact that this show also plays with tropes. And it's like I blame Halloween because like we don't have green skin and pointy hats and brooms.
Yeah.
Like yes, witchcraft exists, but there's that element of like we sing and sip, but we cast spells. And there's cauldrons, but we're not like
right. And I like
cackling.
I liked how she was like, okay, we have no powers, but wait a second, isn't witchcraft like witchcraft? Emphasis on craft, like
right.
Let's fucking make a fucking spell.
You know these ingredients.
Yeah, that was really cool, and I'm excited to see where it goes. But
it's like I said. The best compliment I can give is like it's definitely surprised me. In a sense of like, okay, this is actually a pretty fun show, and it is perfectly timed. I think it benefits being in September and into October. give it that spooky vibe to it.
Yeah.
I think it gives it, and it's not. I don't think it's like overly scary.
No,
but I definitely think
there's tension for sure, and you're like, okay,
there's like a fun little suspense. Again, spooky. There's a difference between scary and horror and gory and spooky. Spooky is a little bit. It still has a suspense to it.
A spooky.
We're still dealing with witchcraft.
Yeah.
And fun fantasy to it, but yeah.
I hope we get to see Mephisto.
I think this is leading to Mephisto. I think, and I'm
That'd
not
be
trying.
cool.
I'm not trying to theorize
Again.
and build up my expectations because we know what happened with WandaVision.
Well, we know what happens. We've talked about this
Yeah.
many times that you can build up your own expectations.
Yes, you're gonna fuck it up.
Like Thunderbolts. We'll talk about that.
Sure, we can kind of briefly touch on that.
Looks really. Just to say that
Did
it
you
looks
watch
really,
it?
Right, but let's not get into it. Let's just say
Yeah.
it looks really cool.
It looks
And what-
fun, yeah.
But one of the things that I wanted to bring it up for is that I know that in the back of my head when we're watching it next February. No, that's
Yeah, it's February. No,
I-
it's got moved to May. You're right.
no. I thought New World Order is in February.
It is. Thunderbolts is in May.
May. I thought it was like November.
No, it's May.
Oh, I know when I'm watching both movies, I'm gonna be in the back of my head going, "What new character?" You know what I mean? Like, so douchey, right?
Well, I was excited the fact of like, oh fuck, we're getting the Sentry. Like, oh shit,
The Sentry.
I said that.
I thought you said Century.
Sentry. Who fucking cares, you? Well, actually, you nerd.
I think it's because your nose is so stuffed.
Yeah, it's the
You
allergies came
stop
back.
doing
I had
so
it
much-
beat.
so much
I
cocaine.
was over the coke for like a week, and then it came right back. That'll
Then
happen.
Michael Bay showed up. Explosions!
I got two things. I got coke and butts. So we're gonna do coke off them butts.
You will never do coke off of any other body part.
This is my buddy Sal. This is all I could get at the time. Again, I know what Michael Bay sounds like, but that's what it sounds like in my head.
So guess what time it? Or do we have to do a long box?
I mean, do we have to? We're going pretty late. I think that for the most part, I did see Beetlejuice 2.
The best
Or
part.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
I saw Beetlejuice as well on Friday.
The best part about long box is that just means we have more for next time. But briefly, Beetlejuice. Tell me about your Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Did
so
you
my
like it?
wife and I had a rare time where our schedules synced up. Again, I had the day off, and she had a half day at work.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, hang on. We'll just wait. Yeah.
and we decided she had wanted to see Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice was like, sure, I hadn't seen it. So we went and saw it. I had no expectations. I know you'd. But
I went and saw it because I was
actually-
bored, and my brother said it was okay.
It's not that I didn't have any expectations. I had heard good things.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard anything bad.
I didn't think it was necessary in the least bit.
No.
And when we first saw the preview, I even talked about it on the show how much I thought it was going to be stupid. But I laughed out loud a couple times at Justin Theroux. He's great.
Willem Dafoe was great.
Oh yes, Willem Dafoe,
Oh, my
dude,
God.
is so good. That's why you need to see Bad Things or Poor Things, because he's so good in that. You guys need to watch that. Don't make it another Wire for us. Okay.
This is my Tiananmen Square. I'm not gonna watch that.
Well, no, I thought Ashley really wanted to see Poor Things. You just need to put away
you're
your
a poor thing.
You need to put away your prejudice.
Wow.
Put away
Your
prejudice
prejudice
and
now.
open up that Bible.
I'll also be the first to admit I'm not someone who is like super into that first movie. I like that first movie. I think it's a funny movie, a well-made movie.
Which one?
Beetlejuice, the
Oh.
original. I think it's a very.
I'm sorry. You start over. You said something about not being really into that movie.
No, I'm not. There are some people that like Tim Burton fans in general.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, there are some people that fucking love Beetlejuice. Like, that is a big
like
deal to
me.
them.
Like me.
Sure, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, it's
Wow.
not something.
You don't understand like why I was
Jesus.
so mad about the haircut and the fucking news that they were going to make a new Beetlejuice. You don't understand why I was so mad about that? It's because I fucking love Beetlejuice. It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
You never talk about this movie
Well-
ever. We ever don't make that fit.
It's fine.
We fighting like a couple.
We're fighting like a couple of jackasses.
But no, I'm just saying that, like,
No, you're fine.
No, I've enjoyed that movie. It's a classic for a reason. I think it's a good movie.
You
but
and I have so many other movies. Continue.
But I'm just
I don't want
saying.
you to-
No, I'm
sorry.
just saying in general. I haven't watched it nearly as much as say like the Terminator or RoboCop or whatever.
See, that's what I think is why we've never, because we have such a there's kind of a meta collection like in the center of our friendship of movies, right?
Yeah.
And like, not to say that there isn't room for other movies there, but like Beetlejuice is one of those movies that I really like that it's just never come up. I mentioned What About Bob a little while ago. That's one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite comedies of all time. I don't even know if you've ever seen it.
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Right. So
Never
it's
actually watched.
I tried to get you to watch Blues Brothers, and honestly, I get why it didn't.
You have to be in the mood.
I kind of think you do, but to me, it's a classic, great movie. There's nothing, there's no bad parts about it. But while we were watching it, I remember thinking, I can totally get why you're not into this. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I love it, but you are from like a different generation. You're 20 years younger than I.
I
think sometimes that does come into play.
I've seen that first movie several times.
Yeah.
Nice fucking model.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, though. I'm surprised I've never talked to you about it.
That sequence. Also, I found out that he improvised a lot of it. His own dialogue. One of my favorite lines was the. I've seen The Exorcist 175
and
times.
It keeps
and
getting
it gets funnier every time I say it. But anyway,
what did you think about his origin? What a great origin! Come on,
so,
now
your
wife said something about that character being unnecessary, and I agree. But I totally forgot that she is a part of his origin, and I really liked seeing
that could have been anybody, though. I mean, like she adds
I
nothing.
get it, but
Nothing.
didn't you like seeing Beetlejuice as a dude? Just a crazy, fucking creepy, fucking homeless dude. Come on!
I don't.
Get out of here. We're done.
Can
I
I
don't want
just
to talk
say?
about it anymore.
Can I talk about how
you can?
I think you and I are going to appreciate this movie for different reasons. I can appreciate Tim Burton is at the point where he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna string all these scenes together, and I will figure out a narrative as we go along." I swear to God. Yes, they make sense, but sometimes the way this movie's edited, I'm like, it is such a breakneck pace of like, okay, we're getting this origin, and he's speaking Spanish, and we're talking about the plague.
What
and
are
all
you
that.
talking about? Have you never watched Quentin Tarantino? Have you ever watched Kill Bill?
just saying,
where
the
they
pace
just
of it-
suddenly break into a fucking cartoon? I mean, what do you? Or
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying this movie is at a crazy pace, and I think it's like.
You didn't like it?
No. Oh, Jesus.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
You're done. We're done.
I'm saying
We're done.
it's an achievement that this movie is enjoyable and entertaining and good.
I'm such an
because
asshole.
for me, it's got a lot going against it. It's a sequel that's unnecessary.
Yeah,
It's
true.
Yes, it's got a lot of the original cast.
I don't know why I'm getting so upset. The first thing I have to say about it is that it was unnecessary, but it was really entertaining.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And being no, I know. I just like being contradictory. Anyway, but I'm done. I'm done talking about it.
Trying to get clicks. No,
yeah, fuck you.
It was
Whoa.
very weird, very Tim Burton, very, very entertaining.
I liked how they kept the
Very fun.
sandworms cartoony.
And I love that they kept that animation style and explaining I'm not even going to say his name because he's a fucking loser anyway. His character's death. I love that they did that with
You
claymation.
can say Charles. That was his
Can I call
character's
him?
name.
Fuck. Yes, Charles. And I love that they got around not having him by just having it that his head is chopped off, so you never see him. And the fact that every time he talks, there's blood spurting out of his throat hole.
It was a pretty graphic.
There's a
movie.
lot of blood in that movie, surprisingly. But I guess if it's a comedy, you can get away with it more.
Oh, really?
It's unnecessary as I feel like Beetlejuice's wife's she is only a MacGuffin to just get to do the same plot over, which I think is hilarious. And I think that I think you mentioned there's like a meta plot to this, because I do think there's a meta joke that they're again using the same plot of the first movie and then doubling down on it as a joke, because they're like, no, it gets happened to her daughter, but then to get her daughter back, she has to do the same thing she did in the first movie again. And I was just like, I think it's funny because I'm like, I'm on board with it. The Soul Train. What the fuck was that? That's hilarious. I was like, what is this?
I am. If there's anything I'm
I
disappointed.
enjoyed this movie a lot.
If there's anything I'm disappointed about, and I'm sure it has to do with at least his legal troubles, I have no idea about Gina Davis, But Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis.
It is a bummer that they're not.
I would have liked to hear more about how they moved on
Yes.
and why and all that shit.
And maybe you could have applied that.
But
in
I'm
some
done
way.
talking about this damn movie because I got to go watch a football game.
Oh my Christ!
It's football season, Jake.
Nobody cares. Your team won. Who cares? I remember.
I will meet
when
you
used to
upstairs.
care about this show.
I remember when you used to.
We could have
care
recorded
about my
it
fucking
at
show.
9 a.m. We could have recorded it any time, but now you chose now.
You chose now. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.